Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris. It's another amazing episode of Financipation. This channel is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth, and it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. On this channel, everybody, I try to give you a six-figure MBA level worth of investing and financial knowledge for free here on YouTube. And the things that people typically spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn in grad school, like when they're getting an MBA, I give it to you for free here on Financipation. Before I get started, everybody, I want to give a shout out to Kilico Solutions, one of my sponsors. If you need digital marketing, website development, or someone to essentially edit your videos, you're not going to find a better company than them, okay? Also, everybody, please hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop new content. Please hit that like button. Please share the video. Please comment. Please subscribe. It helps the algorithm and allows me to continue to bring you free content here on YouTube, okay? A very, very large portion, everybody, of my investment and my retirement portfolio are ETFs and the dividends that essentially come with ETFs. And ETFs, in my opinion, are one of the most efficient ways to build the wealth in capitalism. And ETFs, just like my index funds, have the ability to literally make you money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And ETFs are essentially one of those things that make you money when you sleep. And in this podcast, we're going to talk about ETFs and how they can make you wealthy. First and foremost, what is an ETF? ETFs stand for exchange traded funds, and they are amazing tools that can be used to help you build your generational wealth. For most investors, ETFs, just like index funds, are an ideal type of asset because ETFs allow you to build a very, very diverse portfolio very easily. And by broadening your portfolio, ETFs significantly lower the chances of you losing money over the decades. For example, one of the best analogies or examples that I can use to describe an ETF is this. So imagine you walk into like a candy store and there are 1,000 different types of particular pieces of individual candy in the store. And you want to buy a piece of candy, but you have literally no idea what you want because you've never seen this kind of candy. It all looks good, but you have no idea which one you should choose. So let's say you pay $20 or whatever to buy a piece of candy, a few pieces of candy, and then you walk out of the store. And as soon as you start walking out of the store, you start eating this candy and all of it's nasty. That's essentially kind of similar to buying individual stocks. And one of the reasons why a lot of people don't eventually get into buying stocks or anything like that is because they see literally the 5,000 or 6,000 stocks that are on the stock market, and they say, which one should I buy? Now, however, imagine instead of you spending $20 to buy individual pieces of candy, you instead spend that same $20 to buy one very large bag that has very small pieces of all 1,000 pieces of candy inside of it. Everyone, with ETFs, you are essentially buying entire sectors, entire markets, and these markets and these sectors can be anything from technology to healthcare, real estate. And once you buy an ETF, you essentially buy that sector. The next thing I want to talk about are the efficiency of ETFs. One of the major benefits I would say of an ETF is that the fund creators of them have literally done all of the hard work for you. If it's a technology ETF, the best technology companies are already in there. If it's a healthcare ETF, the best healthcare companies are already in that ETF. If it's a commercial real estate ETF, the best commercial real estate companies and developers are already in that ETF. Essentially, people, the best performing companies are already inside of the ETF sector that you want to consider purchasing. And also, if a company is underperforming, guess what? The ETF managers replace that underperforming company with a company that's performing significantly better. So similar to corporate America, everybody, individuals that are underperforming, they get replaced or fired. And individuals that are doing very well, sectors that are doing well, they get promoted and actually brought into that ETF. As an investor, this is one of the most important things that I say because this means that you as a consumer, when you buy an exchange traded fund or an ETF, you are only getting the best of the best, and it significantly maximizes the chances of you making as much money as possible over the long term. Next, I talked a little bit about sectors, and I want to talk about what some of the sectors are that do cover ETFs. So ETFs are broken into the following sectors: technology, materials, industrial, consumer staples, consumer discretionary, information technology, telecommunications, utilities, real estate, energy, materials, healthcare, weapons/federal. So As I stated earlier, everybody, those are some of the sectors that ETFs are essentially brought into. And people, your money is already going to literally all of the industries that I talked about. Everyone is basically paying taxes to support the federal government and to support our U.S. military. Everybody is paying money to support our hospitals. Everyone is paying money to support our energy grid. People, you are already using these technologies, so you might as well figure out a way to start investing into them so that you can use them to financially emancipate yourself from poverty and build generational wealth. That, everyone, is the reason why I push ETFs so hard. You're literally already paying into all these sectors I'm just going to talking about, but you might as well pay into them and start getting some investments and some dividend returns from them and building your generational wealth. Next, where do I go to buy an ETF? Fidelity, everybody. If you're familiar with my channel, you're familiar with the fact that I'm a huge Fidelity guy. I have brokerage accounts, full disclosure, with Charles Schwab and with Fidelity. Charles Schwab was my first brokerage account, but I kind of prefer Fidelity a little bit just because I find it to be a little more user friendly. And honestly, that's the one that I've been using. I would say like the last couple of years of my life and everything. So Fidelity, full disclosure, is my preferred brokerage account because for me, once again, I find it to just simply be the most user friendly brokerage account. And I can buy my Vanguard, my Charles Schwab, and my Fidelity ETFs through my Fidelity brokerage account. So full disclosure, I purchase all of my Vanguard ETFs through my Fidelity brokerage account. And once again, the cool thing about ETFs, as I stated earlier, is that you can literally purchase them across brokerage accounts. So for example, I have a brokerage account, as I stated earlier, with Fidelity. But let's say I want to purchase $500 worth of Vanguard S&P 500 ETFs. I can easily go to my Fidelity account, and with 2 mouse clicks, I can purchase $500 of ETF technology stocks from Vanguard, even though my brokerage account is through Fidelity. Or let's say I'm hearing amazing things about a Charles Schwab International ETF, and I can easily log into my Fidelity brokerage account and buy $1,000 worth of Charles Schwab International ETFs, even though my brokerage account is with Fidelity. So that's another thing I love about ETFs. You can literally purchase them across different sectors and across different brokerage accounts. And that's another thing that makes them amazing, because it makes it that much easier to basically purchase them and to build generational wealth. Everybody, please hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop new content. Please hit that like button, share the video, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm and allows me to continue to bring you all free content, as I enjoy giving you an MBA level worth of education and financial knowledge for free here on this channel, okay? Next, let's talk about the long term. As I stated earlier, everybody, once again, if you follow my channel, you are well aware of the fact that I am not a short-term investor, period. In other words, people, I don't buy stocks, I don't buy mutual funds, I don't buy index funds, I don't buy ETFs, I don't buy real estate, and essentially sell them because Elon Musk made a stupid tweet, or because a new president is coming into the office, or because a war broke out overseas. I essentially, everybody, I buy my stocks, I buy my ETFs, and I hold them for decades. I invest a few $100 every month into them, and as I stated earlier, I hold them for decades, and I just let them grow and grow and grow. I utilize the power of compound interest. Additionally, everybody, I don't jump in and out of the stock market. And one rule that I have noticed among millionaires is this: when I consult with them and when I follow them and I follow their content, just about all of them are long-term investors, and they'll buy a stock, they'll buy an ETF, they'll buy an index fund, and they hold it literally for decades, and they invest into it every week and every month. Next, let's talk about the pros of ETFs. I talked about this a little bit earlier, but some of the benefits of ETFs include broad diversification, professional management, extremely low operating costs. In other words, people, if you go with the ETF, you're not going to spend a lot of money on fees or any of that kind of crap, okay? They are extremely transparent. I can go online right now and literally Google some of the returns that I'm getting on my ETFs. Additionally, ETFs are much more tax efficient than mutual funds. ETFs allow you to easily reinvest the dividends that they pay you, thereby making it that much easier to grow your wealth. And lastly, most ETFs pay you quarterly and others pay you monthly, and these are called dividends. So what my wife and I do is, when we basically get paid our dividends from owning some of the ETFs that we have, we immediately reinvest all of our dividend income directly back into our brokerage account so that the compound interest just continues to grow and grow and grow. In closing, everybody, as I said earlier, ETFs are a valuable contributor to my wife and I's retirement portfolio and to our brokerage accounts. We invest the money that we put into our ETFs. We then take those dividends, and we simply reinvest that money directly back in them. And voila, we continue to stack our generational paper and to stack our generational wealth. I primarily, everybody, invest in 3 ETFs, and all of them this year have returned around 16% from my year-to-date returns. I am therefore very happy with them. And the ETFs, just like my index funds, should be an extremely large component of anyone's brokerage accounts, anyone's retirement accounts who is serious about building generational wealth. And lastly, everybody, because I'm a mechanical engineer and I live in a world full of numbers, I have an MBA, I always like to give you real world examples for the things that I use. So in closing, for numerical sake, let's say the day your son or your daughter or you turn 18, you put $250 into a good ETF that has an APY, an annual percentage yield of 16%. Let's say you put $250 every month into this ETF until the day you turn 65 and you retire. People, when you return 65, you will have close to $29 million in your retirement account just by putting $250 every month for 49 years into a good ETF. With that, everybody, it's your boy Chris. This channel is all about making money. It's all about saving money. It's all about building generational wealth, and it's all about financially emancipating yourself from generational poverty. You can book a one-on-one session with me at any point, everybody. The link is going to be below. I'm not giving you also financial advice on this channel. You must make your own responsible decisions based on the thorough independent research that you do before you make any financial choices. Thanks for listening, everybody. Additionally, please check out my website, www.therealfinancipation.com. My Instagram account is thereal_financipation. My Spotify account is Financipation, just like it's spelled back there in that sign. My TikTok name is Financipation, and my Facebook page is also called Financipation. And check out my digital blog as well, everybody, where I go into a lot more detail about ETFs, index funds, HSAs, making college affordable, credit repair, all that kind of stuff. It's $4.95 a month, and literally you're getting a lifetime's worth of knowledge just by reading my blogs, okay? With that, everybody, as I said earlier, please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you know when I drop new content. And thanks, Killica Solutions, for all the dope graphics, okay? I appreciate that, and all the edits in my videos. With that, everybody, it's your boy Chris. I'm out. Take it easy. Peace, peace. Invest in ETFs, everybody. I'm telling you, they're going to make you rich, okay? Peace, peace.